Hi everyone, and I don't have an intro, but this is my review on the Idol Land Pripara cards. The Idol Land Pripara cards are from Wixoss, and that is the company that is making them alongside Takara Tomy. Since Takara Tomy owns Wixoss, they just did a collaboration. This collaboration was apparently during the Prismatic Diva set from Wixoss, and somehow despite this collaboration already happening a few years ago, they still, to this day, don't seem to have much known about them. So I kind of tried to make a video kind of related to talking about them, but I don't think I really did a good job trying to explain it. I think I will keep the video up just in case someone does get some information from it, but I won't try to make the video again because there's just so little information. I just wanted to make sure I address that part of the video, and this will just be a little bit of a review of these cards because I know a little bit about some trading cards, like I've opened up Yu-Gi-Oh cards before, but this will just be me going through the whole set and kind of going through a little bit of some of the interesting things I find with it. So if you're ready to learn about some of the Idol Land Pripara cards, then feel free to join me. One more thing I wanted to say is that Idol Land Pripara is kind of like a season 5 in a way to Pripara. And by the way, I say Pripara, and that's kind of like the actual Japanese way of saying the series, but I know that a lot of people will say Pripara, or in English it could be just Prison Paradise, but I'll say Pripara because that's the right way to say it in Japanese, but that's about it. And I'll just get on to it. So the first card is Sophie. I'm going by number, so 1 through 3, 1 through 3, 1 through 3. I'll do that. So number 1 is Sophie. Sophie is from Salami Smile, and I actually like how they finally confirmed that Sophie's name is spelled like this with a Y, because I think some people actually spell it with the IE. It's kind of confusing with Japanese, so I'm glad that there's an official translation here, since this is by Takara Tomy still, so this is like an official translation of her name. And then Hojo actually got an official translation too, which is nice. It doesn't have a U in it, so that's interesting. I don't know anything about Wixoss outside of the Idol Land Pripara cards, but I like knowing the facts, like who has what name is spelled correctly and things like that. I like knowing that. And then here is Minami Mire, Pripara Idol. This is number 2. I think Mire's name was always normal, except for the English dub when they changed their name to Muriel for some reason. But I think it looks pretty good, to be honest. I just realized that these cords are the ones from I think it's some of the promotional material from the game. And by the way, Idol Land Pripara is a game, so if you want to play it, then you have to, on whatever device you have to set your region to Japan, and then you'll be able to download the game for free. It is a gacha game, so there are some microtransactions if you want to spend some money to buy a song or to buy an outfit. It's all just microtransactions. It's optional though, so it's just if you want to. But that's Mire. And then the next one is Lala Monica. I think her name was always. I think her name didn't have much problems with it in terms of the translation. But one thing I want to mention is that Lala is actually pretty rare. So I think when I bought it from TCG Player, which is where I got all these cards from, well, some of them, on TCG Player, they actually do have this card for about $1, and the rest are for under $1. So this is the only super rare, I think, and this is Lala. There is one other super rare I just realized, but that is Lala complete. Salami Smile is complete. That is Salami Smile. The second team is a little bit of a spoiler if you didn't watch up to season 3, but this is kind of like a way to kind of get people into Pripara, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so number 1 is Tayo Pepper. Not really much to say about there. I kind of like how Non-Sugar finally has their own chord. And I like how it's represented here. I don't think there was any problems with her name in terms of how it was translated for the subtitle version of the anime. Here is Chili. Tsukikawa Chili. Yeah, no problems with her name either, but I do like the outfit though. It's really unique to me. She is number 2. And then number 3 is Monica Nan. So Nan is basically the little sister to Lala. And Lala is the main character. Yeah, there were no problems with her name for the subtitle version either, but I like seeing her have her spotlight here. And this team is called Non-Sugar, so that's Non-Sugar. I just realized team is the wrong term. I mean idol group. I guess you could call them a team, but they're actually called idol groups. Here is Rayona West, which there were actually some problems with the name Rayona, because in Japanese it could be L or R, so it could be Leona or Rayona, depending on whoever you ask, but it's officially Rayona. I think some people realize that was part of the musical scale of Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, I think. So, yeah, Rayona is Ray in that scale, the musical scale. And then, I forgot Rayona is number 1. And here is Dorothy West. I forgot to mention that for Dorothy and Rayona, they both have their names. They both have the names where their first name is first instead of their last name first. That's because I don't remember correctly. I'm not entirely sure, but I think they were either American or Canadian. I don't completely remember, but I'm sure they're American or Canadian, so that's why their names are switched around. Whereas everyone else's has their last name first. Okay, so here's the leader. The leader is Sion. There were some problems with her name, like Rayona, because C doesn't really exist in like Japanese. So the closest to that is the letter. It's the character she, and SHI, by the way. And for she is, so it would be Shion in Japanese. So yeah, kind of interesting. I think Todo had like a U in it sometimes too, so I like having the official name for Sion's name. And then the next one is Garuru. Garuru is Garuru's name. I think some people didn't know that there was another A in it, but I think that was about it. And also R could also be L, so could have been Garuru or Galulu. I think Garuru was always the right one. I think it was always Garuru though. Also, this team is Dressing Parfait, so if you want to know the team name, then there you go. This one is... Oh, I just realized that their chord is the low Devi chord. Interesting. This one is Shiratama Mikan. So for Mikan, I don't think she had any problems with her name for the translation, but I like that she actually got a card too. It's really amazing seeing some of these characters get a card, especially with the way they link together. And now here is their leader, which is Kurosu Aroma, or Kurosu Aroma. Basically, Aroma is the leader, even though she is over to the side, which is interesting. But Yeah, I like it. I don't think she had any problems with her name either. I just kind of comparing the English subtitles with the names a little bit. Then Fuwari, Midori Kaze Fuwari. That's her card. And by the way, this team name is Garmageddon, like over there, Garmageddon. So let's put them over here. I guess it kind of doesn't matter. And here is the next one, which is Falulu. Of course, there could have been some. I think there's always Falulu, but of course, there's always that chance that they could have early on had say Faruru instead of Falulu. So it's nice having that official translation there. It looks really nice. I like it. And this is the other super rare, if I'm remembering the rarity correctly. This one is Shikoin Hibiki. I think I'm saying that right. Shikoin Hibiki. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not sure. But Hibiki is the other super rare. And I think that's because both of these characters are probably the most popular ones. So Hibiki and Lala, those are the super rares. I really like it though. There's one thing to kind of mention is that, as you may have noticed, there are some cards where some of them are shiny, two are shiny, and then the rest are normal. Well, you can actually buy all the cards signed. So they do have signatures, which I'll show here. Some of them have signatures, and I think these cost like slightly more, but if you get all the signatures, then it will look better. So if I do that, then you see it looks shiny together. So I guess it will look better if you do buy all the signature ones, but if you don't, then it's just really up to personal preference, to be honest. And there are Japanese versions of these cards too. So if you want the Japanese versions of the cards, then I wish you luck, but that's about it. And here are some extras. So this one is servant number, I guess servant hashtag or something. I'm not sure how you read that, but the servant is Amari. Katasumi Amari, I think that's her name. She recently had her birthday as of the time of this recording, so happy birthday, Amari. So that's Katasumi Amari. Basically, I don't know what a servant is in terms of Wixoss, but I kind of like that she still got a card, even though she didn't get included with everyone else as a full art normal card. It also matches her birthday, which happened recently as of the time of this recording. And she is supposed to be unlucky, so I think that works. And here is the special cards that kind of end off the set. This is actually one that I almost forgot about, but this is called, I think it's called Begin Our Idol Life. Yep, let's begin our idol life. That's actually the tagline for the game, so even though it's in Japanese, this is the English tagline for the game. I hope this actually opens the door for more Pripara things to be in, well, not exactly America, but just globally. I hope so. Because Pripara is very underloved and underappreciated in terms of being in the mainstream, but yeah. And one more thing is the sign card. So there are a nice amount of sign cards out there. If you're able to get them, then feel free to do so, and that's about it. So I know I just kind of went through those and talked about them, but overall, for a review, I think these are some of the better cards that I've had. I know I can't play the game with them or anything because I don't know how to play the game, but I think these are just great collector's edition cards in a way. Because no one really knows about Pripara too much, so if you go to TCG Player or some other secondhand place that might have them and buy them, you'll just be happy. If you're a Pripara fan, you'll be happy. If you're a pretty serious fan, you have something that a lot of people might not have. So I feel like if you're able to get this, then feel free to. And that concludes my video. Don't forget that you're a shining star in your own way, so be the star that you're meant to be. Keep being amazing, and I'll see you next time. Okay, so I actually forgot one thing, and I actually forgot to say the team name for this team. So the team name for this team is Tricolor, and Tricolor is basically like, I think the name is kind of inspired by Europe, so it could be like French or something. So it's probably like a French way of saying 3 colors. I'm not sure, but that's basically it. And bye.